it's Gary from Screams and Thrills. Today we decided that we're going to have a trip to the last day at Hull Fair. It took us about half an hour to an hour to find a parking space, to finally get parked, and now we need to try and find the entrance. So let's have a wander around, see if we can get in. Parking is not the best for Hull Fair. Goose Fair for disabled parking is a lot easier, a lot better, and the Hoppins just for parking overall is a lot better and a lot easier. Hull Fair, it seems to be a case of if you've got a disabled badge, there is some disabled parking, but it's a mission and a half to find it, let alone get to it. We've had to resort to parking down the side street and displaying the blue badge with authorization from a member of the event team. But other than that, parking is very scarce because it seems to be a lot of permit holders only areas in this part. So let's go down this road, which I believe should lead you to the fair, and let's get on in there. So this is one of the entrances to Hull Fair. This is where the medical station is. There's a few entrances. There's a few entrances to this fair, just like at the Hoppins and Goose, but it's a bit more open than the others. So we're inside now, and as with most of these large fairs, on the outer ring there seems to be your food and beverage outlets and your amenities such as your toilets, welfare units, first aids, stuff like that. And you tend to start off with your more juvenile rides, and then move into the middle for your more thrill rides. So far we have spotted that there's Exciter here, which is a Crows ride. There's also Cyclone, which is another Crows ride, which is a lift and twister ride. We've also spotted Air, and we've spotted Fusion, which used to be called Void. So they've actually changed the name for that ride. So let's have a look around and see what we can find. So we're going to go for our first ride on, surprise surprise, Atmosphere. So we've just came off Atmosphere. Brilliant ride as always. Bit of a longer cycle this time, you see. £6 that one was, paying by cash. Not a bad price. Now, something new for us. Time to have a go on the reverse bungee. That thing. Wish me luck. So we've just came off the reverse bungee. That is a different experience. Not too sure what to make of it, if I'm honest. Bit pricey, £15 per person. Undecided whether I'd actually do that again or not. It'd take a lot of thinking, I think, about that one. Let's see what else there is and see what else we can get on. So now it's time for a go on a waltzer. So the new one for us, Evans Atmosphere Creator. Let's see how this goes.
Somebody scream!
looking waltzer. The lighting package on it is absolutely immense. Let's see what else we can get on. So there's a lot of regular showmen here that you see in a lot of these big fairs, such as the Crows. We've seen we've seen Stanley Reeves Jr. We've also found Void. So our next ride is on Void, one of the best extremes going. So let's have a ride, see how it goes.
I don't need your help, I don't need assistance. Yeah, I'm doing well, you just positive persistence.
Void. That is one brilliant machine. So smooth, so fast. That is what an extreme should be run like. I highly doubt it, but all the towers, if you're watching this, that's how you run an extreme. Not the way you run it with a spin jam. Take a hint. Run it properly or get rid. Because that is how you run it. So the whole fair is on quite a large scale. There's quite a lot of different, like say, showmen around. We've now found also William H. Clark with their kickdown and their Super Bowl. There's also Amy Dante's Air, and I believe possibly one of the big wheels belongs to Amy as well. So let's have a look around and see what we find down this end of them. There's a lot of traditional rides here as well, to do carousels for the little kids. Quite a lot of vintage looking carousels. And I think we found our next ride. So our next ride is on Air. We've been on this at the Hobbins. It was our first time then. Smooth as ever. Bit of a longer cycle than the Hobbins, I think, but it was really, really good. Really smooth. That ride is just phenomenal. It's really well looked after, really well maintained. It's just so smooth. Every time you see it, it almost looks brand new. Every time you see it, that's what you like to see off a fairground ride. Really, is really nice presentation as well as operation on it. So now it's time for a ride on a booster. This one's called Aircraft. It's a different style of booster than what we're used to going on. It's a 4-cross, so 8 per gondola booster. So let's have a go at that. up our day here at Hull Fair. It's been quite a fun day. It's getting late now. It's around about 6:30ish now. It's on until 11 o'clock tonight. But unfortunately, by the time this video goes out, it will be over. This is the last day. It's quite a large fair. I would recommend, if you're coming to it next year, to either do a couple of days, or if you can get here literally on opening, get here for it opening, because it is quite large. Prices are around about your average large fun fair prices, so ranging from £4 anywhere up to about 15 for the reverse bungees. There's a wide variety of both thrill rides and kids rides as well, so if you have got little ones and they can cope with large crowds, then it's great it's a great fair for them to come to. However, it is quite crowded, so if you've got little kids who can't really cope very well with large crowds, confined spaces, it's probably one to avoid and stick to the smaller fun fairs. But other than that, it's a really good fun fair. It's one of the largest fun fairs in the UK, along with the Hoppins and Goose Fair. This year's the first year of us going to Hull Fair. Certainly something that we'll look into going to again next year. Possibly a bit earlier than what we have this year, so we've got a bit more time to explore around, maybe do a couple of days rather than just one day. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share and comment below if you've enjoyed. Thank you.